Before we get to this video, I want to let you know that this is an education video. It's for schools, so you can still watch it. I'm just letting you know that this is an education video for all the schools. So let's roll that video. What's up, my YouTube viewers? This is Mr. All the upcoming freshmen who are looking forward to high school. So to all the upcoming freshmen, some of you are excited for high school, but some of you are nervous, scared, and afraid. But don't worry, I'm here to help you. So I'm going to give you some helpful lessons for your freshman year. So let's get to the first one. Alright, so the first lesson is don't be late to class, because if you be late to class, then your grade might go down, you might miss some work, so don't be late to class. But if your parent happens to tell the principal where you're going to go to, then the principal will tell the teacher, and the teacher will know where have you been. You like have a doctor's appointment, you are sick, you are on vacation, so the teacher might not mark you tardy. So the teacher might not mark you tardy. So that's the first lesson. Now let's move on to the second one. The next lesson is treat the people the way you want to be treated, because if you don't treat the people the way you want to be treated, then you might get bullied, you might get picked on. If that happens, go tell the principal or your teacher, and they will do something about it. Now let's move on to the next one. This next lesson is very important. Study. Because if you don't study, then you won't even pass a test. But if you cheat, then you will get expelled, you might get caught, you might get suspended. So do not cheat on a test. I recommend that you study. So you have to study hard in order to pass the test. Now let's move on to the next lesson. Alright, this lesson is eating breakfast. Always eat breakfast before you come to school. Because if you don't eat breakfast, then you won't get to learn anything. So always eat breakfast before you come to school. So let's move on to the next lesson. This next lesson is respect. Always respect to other freshmen, because if you don't respect to the other freshmen, then you might get in trouble. So don't be mean to the other freshmen. Respect to the other freshmen. If someone dropped their stuff, help them. Let's move on to the next lesson. This next lesson is don't throw stuff in the classroom, because if you throw stuff in the classroom, then you might hit someone. You might hit the student, you might hit the teacher. If you hit the teacher, you will get in trouble. So you might get in trouble if you hit the teacher, so do not throw stuff in the class. So let's move on to the next lesson. This next lesson is getting good grades. You need to get good grades in order to pass the class. So let's say your English class has an F. You need to raise that up to an A. So you need to get good grades in order to pass that class. So you need to get good grades. Let's move on to the next lesson. This next lesson is paying attention. You need to pay attention in class. So your teacher tells you to pay attention and you said yes to them, but you still not pay attention. So you need to pay attention in class. So let's move on to the next one. This next lesson is don't talk while someone else is talking or the teacher is talking. So you're talking while someone else is talking, and the teacher tells you to not talk when someone else is talking, because they're trying to get a good fact to let the other students know. So do not talk while someone else is talking. So let's move on to the last lesson. This last lesson is very important. Passing high school. You need to pass high school. In order to pass high school, you need good grades, study, pass tests. You need to pass high school, so you need to get good grades. That's the biggest goal ever, passing high school. So you have to pass high school. That's the biggest goal. Alright, so those were all the lessons for your freshman year. I hope you do some of these. You need those lessons in order to pass high school. So do those lessons. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and good luck in your freshman year. See ya.